Hi, so I'm just waiting for Abe. Abe discovered that he had a blood clot on his leg 2 years ago now, and he was put on medication for 1.5 years to thin out the clot, and it's in his great Severus vein. Now the thing is that he's actually come off his blood thinners, and you're only supposed to be on the blood thinners for a year anyway. What was happening while he was on I think it's called cilantro, he was getting really bad pains in his chest, and on an evening he felt like he couldn't breathe. So he came off them and he went to a private doctor, and the private doctor said he was only supposed to be on them for a year, but he'd been on them for a year and a half. So we're 2 years down the line with this blood clot in his leg. Now he's got options, and the options are to go back on the blood thinners, but a different type. He doesn't really want to do that. He could have the vein taken out, but having the vein taken out of your leg also has issues and risks of blood clots, and also it's actually make your leg thinner, and it can sort of like waste your leg. The problem being, if he doesn't do anything, is that he could end up losing his leg. You know, it's a really difficult situation, and obviously if a bit of the clot broke off, it could travel somewhere else and he could end up losing his life. It is a very difficult situation of knowing what to do for the right. So he's wanting, I've banged on really to him, because A, he doesn't drink enough water. He needs to drink a hell of a lot more water than what he does. He's supposed to have 4 litres a day, and I know he doesn't do that. So the other situation, what he could do is he could go onto alternative medicines, which is like vitamin E, and also red wine, and also baby aspirin, which is the route that he's been going down. But before we move to this other house, we just want his leg scanned and totally having it, you know, sorted out, and getting to know the situation with the leg. I obviously don't want him to be in any danger, but I know as soon as he starts doing this house renovation, he's going to forget that he's got this situation and he's going to ignore it. So I'm trying to get him to sort it out now, and then get him to make the decision of what he wants to do with it. Obviously I'm his wife, I love him to bits, I don't want anything to happen to him. The last private doctor that we saw told him to leave it, come off the blood thinners that he was on, to leave it, and if there was an issue to go back. And we could do that, but I just want a second opinion on what he should do. We're sort of in between properties at the moment, so I think it's just the best idea to sort out now, whilst we've got this time and we're sort of at a lull in between properties. So we've come down to this private clinic, which is in Villamora, and it's been a recommendation. There is also a vascular surgeon that is in Lisbon, and he comes down to Lule Hospital on a Saturday, and that is the other alternative. Do we go there? And that's somebody that somebody's recommended. So that's where we're at. And he's also getting a well check as well with his prostrate, although he might not want me to say that. But prostate cancer does run in his family, all the males get it. So he's having that checked out as well. I think they can do it with just a blood test these days. So yeah, he's having a bit of an overhaul today. I've been sent out because I haven't got a mask with me, and you've got to still wear a mask in medical places like dentists and medical centres. So yeah, let's just hope to get to the bottom, not of his prostrate of this, but just get to the bottom of how to deal with his leg. It's coming out now. So Abes.
So I've been in to see a vascular surgeon to find out if my leg has got any better or worse in the last 2 years. It cost me 80 euros to see him and another 120 euros for the scan, but I won't be able to get in until the 12th of November. But apart from that, tomorrow I'm going in to see a general practitioner to do my bloods, to make sure I'm in tip-top condition, ready for the housing project. Angela doesn't want to see me collapse, so I'll play on the safe side.
So it's the next day today, and we've come to the Clinic International de Villamora. I've just got to tell you one thing. Oh, he's coming out now.
Hi darling.
Hi babes, how did you get on?
Oh, excellent. My insurance was still working.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just turn round. Just tell me outside here.
Okay, it would have been 85 euros to go to get my checkup.
Yeah.
But instead, because I just found out on the computer my insurance is still active, so it only cost me 25 euros.
And who's that insurance with?
That's with EDP.
And how much is it a month?
12 euros 50 a month. That's with your electric.
So have you got a new bill of health then?
No, I have to go back tomorrow for the blood test. Again, it's covered by EDP, blood
Excellent.
test. And I have to book into Lule for a cardio, check my heart, make sure that's fine.
Okay.
So once it's all sorted, it's worked out to be like a lot cheaper than expected.
Oh, that's fantastic news.
Yeah.
So yesterday I did actually tell our viewers that your family the males suffer from prostate cancer, but
I'm afraid so, yes.
But a lot of them live to be what age?
90, 100.
Yeah, as long as you catch it early, and that's the main thing.
Can't keep a good dog down. But that was a bonus, 25 euros, see a doctor.
Excellent, well done. Walking back to the car with Abes, and beautiful morning. It's going to be 31 degrees today, and it's quite quiet here in Villamora. Admiring that canopy. Very nice. This is Lule Private Hospital, where I've been redirected to make some appointments.
Okay, I went down to get the bloods done today, and it was quite an in-depth bloods. I've had about 20 items done on the bloods, and it came to 109 euros. Now, I don't think it was that bad really, because of the discount card I've got, it brought it down considerably amount of money. Still a lot of money, but I'm having a full MOT, so I'm making sure that there's no major issues or underlying issues before I start the building project.
So this afternoon we're going where?
I'm having my heart tested, making sure I've still got a heart, what ticks.
Yeah. And that's at Lule Hospital?
Yeah, ECG. I know people might think I'm a little bit crazy testing myself over, but you know, I'm getting to the age now where I have to make sure I've got everything working fine and tip top.
Yeah.
I don't want to be doing a building work and then...
Thing is, you've got an incredibly low pulse, haven't you,
yeah,
of an athlete?
Yeah, I've got a very, very low pulse. My pulse rate is between 50 to 57 beats a minute. And that's the reason why the doctor wanted me to have an ECG, because he said it's extremely low. I've come out of the Lule Hospital, and I just had my ECG done. And it would have cost 35 euros if I had no insurance. I've got EDP insurance, and it cost me 10 euros. Now the cardio would have cost 140 euros. This is for the full, like, the full scan of the heart and the leg and everything, the vascular system. And instead it's going to cost me 90 euros to have the machine test done.